The knocks were coming from inside the walls. At first, Annie Andrews thought she was imagining it. A door left open. Objects moved from where she left them. Strange tapping sounds at night. But then the knocks started, slow, deliberate, coming from inside the house. She wasn't imagining anything. Weeks earlier, Annie had started receiving phone calls from a boy named Daniel. He was kind, funny, he seemed to understand her pain. She had just lost her mother, and talking to someone who cared felt like a relief. When he asked her out, she agreed. But when Daniel arrived at her house, she felt her stomach drop. He was nothing like he described. His face was pale, his eyes dark and unsettling. Something about him felt wrong. The date was uncomfortable, and after that night, she stopped answering his calls. But Daniel didn't go away. The strange occurrences in Annie's house got worse. Objects weren't just moving, they were disappearing. Doors they swore were locked were found open. Jessica, Annie's younger sister, swore she heard whispering at night. Then one evening, while their father was out, the knocking started again. But this time it wasn't just knocks. A voice, low and distorted, began speaking to them from the walls. The girls ran screaming to a neighbor's house and refused to return. When their father got home and searched the house, he didn't find anything at first. But then he saw it. A small hole in the basement wall. Behind it, a crawlspace. Inside was a filthy sleeping bag, rotten food, and a knife. And crouched in the darkness was Daniel LaPlante. He had been living in their walls for weeks, watching them, waiting. He was arrested, but the horror wasn't over. Just months later he would commit something even worse. And this time no one would escape. Like and subscribe for more chilling true crime stories.